All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the couches. This is your host, Don't Know Shit Doug. And to my right is Ryan, and to my left is Angelo. What's up, boys?
Hey.
How's it going?
You know, just hanging in there. Another week.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Yeah. We had a great week last week.
A little snow.
Yeah, well, a little snow. We also had...
that means two things.
we had Garrett, the pizza guy, come by. That was awesome.
Garrett the pizza man.
Yep. So...
Yeah.
Unfortunately, tonight we don't have any guests in the audience, but, you know, we'll get by just fine.
Yeah.
So, have you guys heard anything this past week? Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you want to air?
Well, I mean, the obvious one is the old fire in the room, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
The fire on
Been
the
a
walls.
lot of heat in California this year.
Oh, yeah. California's fires. They're pretty out of control. And I hear they don't have to be that bad. It was just bad management. Piss poor management all the way around.
Well, I mean, everyone knew that. Governor Newscomb.
Yeah, Newscomb.
So what exactly about Newscomb? Do you have any details about him? Or is it just, he's just a piece of shit?
I mean, he is just a piece of shit. You know, he squandered billions of dollars out of out of California. But, you know, they cut the budget to the FD, I was going to say FDNY, the LAFD.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then they apparently don't have water in their fire hydrants. You know, then there was the illegal Mexican that got caught up, or illegal immigrant. You know, I don't know if he was Mexican, that was caught lighting fires.
Did you hear that so speaking of Mexicans, though, 76 voluntary fire department Mexicans were brought from Mexico.
Oh, really?
Oh, brought over the border?
To fight, what?
They were brought over the border?
Brought over the border flown in.
Okay.
Flown in, huh?
So that they can fight fires in the Palisades.
Nice.
Oh, so those aren't illegal Mexicans. Those are Mexicans that were brought over because
Well,
they
got
have
work visas.
Well, yeah, they have a special job. They have special
many of
skill
them
sets.
left?
They're brought here, and then when they're done, they go back home to be
Yeah,
firefighters
maybe.
again,
They
right?
can
Oh,
find
yeah,
them.
of course.
They can
Okay.
find them.
Yeah. So,
Oh, what, you think they're gonna just sprint through the fire to keep
but
running?
the
like,
Mexican president, you know, she was all like, you know, this is to help America, even though they don't want us there, and kind of like that kind of thing.
They do a
Yeah.
little
Even though
jab
she's
in
like
there,
the
huh?
whitest lady ever. You ever see her?
No.
Oh my God, she's like white, apparently Jewish, and there was like 35 people who got murdered in the whole campaigning to be president, and then she just got elected.
Wow. She was chosen.
Well,
By
apparently
not
she
being-
was chosen, yeah,
Not being murdered, not
They
being
say, like-
unalived.
like when she was first campaigning, she looked white, and then like when she got elected, she was like spray tanned, you know, to try to look more fucking Spanish.
Wow, that's
But they're
crazy.
like, yo, she's apparently from like a Jewish family. I don't know. There's a whole lot of conspiracy around that lady, but there was legitimately, I think it was like 35. It was over 30 people that got assassinated that were running for president of Mexico during the election,
Wow.
and she won.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a whole nother thing. But back to fucking California, you know, the fucking LAFD fire chief or whatever commissioner, the head honcho there is a DEI hire.
Yes.
The woman in charge of like the water system is a DEI hire who was also, where the fuck did she come from? She was involved in like another scandal before she became head of like the water district there. Yeah, it was like another thing where like people fucking died and she was like the head of it, and they'd be like, all right, you know, go over here and run this now, you know? Like,
You're not that good at this
Yeah.
job. Let us move you over to
forget what I
another
was-
job that you're unqualified
I was
for.
reading some bullshit about her. I forget what the hell it was.
That's the epitome of failing upward.
Yeah, but it's all, you know, it's all California. And then even then, like they said that they had like, you know, like other fire departments from surrounding states coming in, and they had to send the trucks for emission testing before they were allowed to go help.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like turned down because they're like, "Oh, you don't pass emissions." They're like, "Your fucking city's on fire."
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah,
California
emissions are
emissions.
yeah. You gotta meet the emission standards. You don't pass. You know. And
Your exhaust is going to give somebody cancer.
I did see the
That's so stupid.
the LAFD commissioner, whatever she is, man. Whatever, you know, she was doing a news thing, And she was talking about the money they cut in funding and how part of that also was cutting mechanic jobs. There's civilian mechanics that would work on the fire equipment.
Yeah.
And how they have like 100 different fire apparatuses that are out of service because they don't have mechanics to work on them. It's like leading up to this was like a long time coming of a perfect storm to just burn down LA,
So speaking of mismanaging money, I heard that State Farm went ahead and like cut all of the
I heard it was thousands of people that they dropped insurance for too.
Right, exactly. Dropped previously to this.
Yeah.
So now they didn't have fire insurance going into this situation.
They did the old Nancy Pelosi. I don't know nothing, but we're going to drop all you guys over here, and the fire starts.
But because of this situation and this being brought to light, apparently they said that the government's going to go ahead and pay for everybody's houses. Now, mind you, a lot of these people are located in like Hollywood, and they're like the upper echelons of that kind of industry. Where's the funding and money for Hawaii? Where's the funding and money for the people in North
Hawaii
Carolina?
People got $750.
Yeah, a loan, $750 loan in which they have to pay back.
Yeah.
These people are going to get their entire houses and everything paid by the government. Like, is this not ludicrous or what?
Let's just take a minute to remember that the government doesn't generate revenue and doesn't have money. It's our taxpayer funds that are going to be paying for these houses.
Yeah.
Right.
Not the government. It's not like Joe Biden's like, yeah, I'll pitch in.
And these Hollywood stars aren't really doing it for us anymore. I mean, if you look at the movie box office, they're plummeting. Yeah. Like right now, the big hope is Superman. They're hoping that Superman is what's going to save.
They make him black?
No, they did not.
I guess Disney doesn't own that one yet.
Well, actually, that brings me to my next topic. So I've been looking for a new video game, and apparently this amazing video game that I've fallen in love with just got released. It's called Marvel Rivals.
This is an unpaid promo?
This is unpaid promo.
Yeah,
this is just like my personal...
One idiot that tired of masturbating.
I really appreciate this game. So what they did was it was a Eastern video game company that released this game. So they do not allow any DEI whatsoever inside their video game.
Wait,
so,
Eastern what?
Eastern Development Company, like they're the video game companies coming out of China and Japan and Korea and places of that nature versus Western video game companies which come out of America. So
Europe too.
Yes.
Right.
I never heard like China and stuff referred to as Eastern.
Oh, that's far east.
Yeah.
So, they decided to make all the video game characters look exactly how they're supposed to in their comic book forms. So Captain America is really big and buff and this big, huge dude. The Hulk is massive. When it comes down to the ladies, they look like they're extremely fit, athletic ladies that are supernatural humans. And the DEI world,
what do titties look like?
Amazing. Yeah, they're yeah. Well, they don't show them. I mean, they're in their superhero costumes.
Bullshit there, man. Because any woman over like 25, they ain't that great anymore.
These are video game characters.
So they don't look like real women. They look like video game women.
Yeah, they're video game women. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they look like comic book characters that are brought to this video game, which makes it so pure. Because over here in the West culture, there's a game called Overwatch. Now, this game, Overwatch, was, in the beginning, it was a great game. For me, it was a little too cluttered as far as all the flashing and exploding was going on. But when it comes down to the combat, it was great. You are a 5 versus 5 team. There's a tank, there's a healer, and then there's 3 DPS characters that fight it out. And then, so they took that same kind of concept going forward into this video game. But in that video game, Blizzard decided to go fully DEI. So there are transgender characters, non-binary characters. And it's like, I don't need to know if my guy that is shooting this gun at that other person's head decided to do any kind of transitioning over the last 20 years. Like,
Transformer.
Right. Either look like whatever you
real
look
Transformer.
Whatever you look like is what I think you're going to be.
Characters.
Yes.
Well, yeah, did you hear, I mean, speaking of Transformers, that the Rice Krispie treats guys, Pop, is now a transsexual?
No.
Oh.
Was that the one with the red hat?
I don't know which one it was.
I feel like one of them
They got my
had
They
man
did,
Pop.
yeah,
They
one
got
of-
my man Pop. Yeah.
So what's Pop now? It's not Pop. It's
I think it's still Pop, but it's it's a woman now, or used to be a woman or something. I don't know. I don't know where they went with it, honestly. But
They did that to my dude Gonzo,
Gonzo,
the Muppet.
the dude with the big nose.
Yeah, yeah. So apparently, the new Muppet Baby show. All of a sudden, I'm watching it with my nephew, and I'm watching it, and then Gonzo's like walks in the back and comes on her dress and comes out and goes, "I feel more comfortable like this," and I changed the channel immediately. And I was like, "No, dude, we're not going to watch anything like that." And apparently, then I pulled out my phone and I started looking at it, and they're like, "Yeah, they turned Gonzo into a non-binary character, or
well, Disney owns Sesame Street, so
well,
the Muppets.
Muppet Babies."
It's all the same shit.
No, it's not. Jim Henson did create Big Bird, but it's different. HBO owns Sesame Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
So-
I don't know who owns anybody. Yeah. All I know is it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Sesame Street.
What's the name of this video game?
It's called Marvel Rivals. Yeah. It's huge, dude. Everybody's changing, like switching over from whatever they're playing right now, Call of Duty, to switch over to this. It's a lot of fun, a lot of combat. If anybody out there is wondering, my main is Loki.
Oh yeah.
That's your main. Mm-hmm. What the hell's a main?
Okay, so a main.
Like on your neck?
No, not like a main, not like a lion mane.
Oh,
No, so a main is whenever you're playing a character or playing a game where each character has different feats and traits.
yeah.
Then you pick like your main character that you would pick every single time. And if somebody else picks that character, then you don't have the option of playing that. You have to play your secondary.
I see.
Yeah. So my main is Loki.
So there's only a certain amount of players that are allowed, types allowed in the game at once,
Well,
or per round or whatever.
your team can pick out of, I think it's 35 different characters at this current time. They just released Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman into the game.
Oh,
So then they're bringing in the entire Fantastic Four throughout season 1. Plus Blade is going to show up for this one.
Can't wait.
Oh, dude, I know. You
Like super psyched.
Well, I'm just saying, I really appreciate them getting rid of the DEI. Like, to be honest with you, it's been a long time coming because they've been forcing this down our throats for a long time. I mean, the whole Dragon Age series got thrown in the garbage recently with that piece of crap. And then they're up in arms about this new video game that's about to come out that takes place in the Czech Republic. And it's in like the 1400s. And they're getting so mad that there's no ethnic races in the game besides white people. And it's like, yeah, well, there were no other ethnic races at all in that area besides white people.
in the 1400.
Right, in
Like-
the 1400s. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
BC,
uh,
AD.
BC.
Ah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say it's gonna be early.
Oh yeah, no, they're like knights and stuff, and you run
Yeah.
around as knights on horseback and stuff, and you do your thing. And apparently, it's like a free roaming game where you run around all over the place and you hack and slash other knights.
Huh.
Yeah, but they're getting all irate because they're like, "There's nobody representing me in this game." And it's like, sorry, buddy, there was nobody representing you in that time period in Czech Republic. So, and they're like, "Well, you didn't incorporate me into the game." And the developer turned to him and said, "Listen. Like, you're getting mad at me for creating a game about my ancestors, and you're getting upset that I didn't create a game for your ancestors. Why don't you get off your ass and go build your own game?"
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
I mean, makes sense to me.
That's racist.
well, I mean, yeah, some people are taking it that way.
You racist bastard.
Yeah.
So, and to be honest with you, it's going across the board. Like just recently, Warhammer 40K, that
Warhammer.
that just got to like thrown on its head.
That's a classic.
All, yeah, that one actually, they said that there's like female custodies, which there's never been female custodies, so it's been wild. And
Where'd
like-
you read about all this stuff? Is this OSQ Quarterly?
No, so Amazon actually just bought the rights to Warhammer 40K, and because of their particular what is it called? Their particular DEI agenda for each one of their programs that come out. They wanted a program that was going to rival Marvel's and actually have like a multi-generational show that comes out and gets released from this. So they've invested tons of money into the Warhammer franchise to hopefully have this be their Great White Hope. And
I gotta use that white, great white.
Great white.
so yeah,
Racist.
they put all their money into it to hopefully get this franchise out of it, but they want their agenda to still be in the show. And then Henry Cavill, which was the guy who played Witcher and he also played Superman, was like, I'm not going to play by all those rules. I'm going to be as canon as possible. The fans don't want a DEI program. They want a grimdark show, as gritty as the game is and was. So he's staying loyal to the fans, and because he's the producer of the show and pretty much the face and name behind the show, there's no backing out now. They're invested.
Does he show his Warhammer?
We will see. Why, are you excited?
I mean, you know, if it's anything like I heard Game of Thrones is, there's a lot of Warhammers in Game of Thrones.
There could be.
I never seen Game of Thrones, but I saw the South Park about Game of Thrones, and there's a bunch of penises in it. That's all it is. It's cocks, and the dragons never show up. Yep. That's all I needed to hear not to watch Game of Thrones.
What do you mean? You're big into the penises.
No.
Or the Warhammers, as you
Not
like to
looking
call
at
them.
Not looking at them.
Not looking at them. Staring to the one-eyed dragons.
Yeah.
So let's see where it goes with those franchises. But what else has been up, gentlemen?
Well, if anyone's still awake after listening to that, you know, the world.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Go on, sir.
The world.
You
is
have
up.
us riveted. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, biting my nails. Tell me more.
So back when I used to play chess with hobos in Hoboken,
Yeah.
guys would move their rooks, and then I'd move a pawn, and then I'd move a rook, and then I'd move a pawn. But it was like a real life pawn, not like a comic book pawn.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, nothing really much going on in the world, I don't think. I mean, well, no.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos.
Yeah, there is a lot of chaos.
Little Trumpy will be back soon.
Yeah.
Wow, we got 7 days till that happens.
Yeah, Trumpy.
Till his inauguration. He's been sending me the letter. Have you been getting the letter?
No, I haven't got
No,
the
I
letter.
don't think I got the
He
letter.
texted me.
Oh, yeah. He asked me to come to the inauguration.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I thought about it, and then I was like, I don't think my friends would talk to me for a week after that one.
Yeah. You can come back with stickers and hats and shit. Actually, I mean, I sent it to you guys. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's fucking. Oh my god, what the hell is that guy? Kirby Enthusiasm, the Jewish guy. On
Yeah.
there? I can't think of his name.
Oh, yeah.
But
he was on Saturday Night Live, and he's
but
like,
he did like a whole thing where on Kirby Enthusiasm where he was wearing the MAGA hat. Like he's like sitting at like a sushi restaurant, and people come up next to like to sit down at like the sushi bar.
Yeah.
And the fucking he like looks and he's like, oh yeah, sit down. Puts on the MAGA hat, and they're like, oh, like they like leave, you know. Fucking, he's like in traffic. He like cuts a guy off, and the guy's like yelling and screaming at him. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Puts on the Trump hat. And the guy's like, oh yeah, just be more careful. You know, like, takes off. He's like. He's like, it's a great hack, you know? He's like, oh my god, dude, this show is so good.
oh, it's like that comedian that told that joke. He's like, why would you ever put a Harris sign in front of your house? You're basically telling everybody to come in and rob your family.
Yeah.
You don't have guns or anything.
Yeah.
I put a Trump flag out in front because I like to grab by the and, and I have guns in this house. Come in here and rob me and see what happens.
That's funny, man.
Wow.
That's great.
It's like, what are you airing to the public? What are you putting out there for them to listen to?
Yeah. It's amazing. Can't wait for him to be back. I feel like he hasn't really been very loud or out there much lately.
Yeah, I think that's because
Kind of quiet.
I think his party's holding him back.
I think that they know that they're going to try to kill him. So Trump's like, let me at least get in office before they take me out. You know?
Yeah, no, I think that he's doing a lot. I think he's working.
He's doing a lot of behind the scenes shit that they,
Yeah.
of course, they're not going to give him any credit for. You know?
Yeah, I feel like he's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And I mean, what was that? what the hell's his name? Carter just died, right? So they were at the inauguration, and he sat down next to Obama.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
So many memes from that shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
I saw that thing you sent me the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it looks like the two of them are talking. I guess AI stepped in with the voice and like started chatting back and forth with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was delightful to see.
Yeah.
And then if you saw Carmela, she wouldn't even like look at him. And then she grabs Doug and pushes him past. It's like, you go sit in front of him.
Yeah, man. It's just it's funny.
Yeah.
Supposedly though,
Well, Doug dodged a bullet, didn't he?
I don't know.
Could you imagine being the first man? Be like,
The first man.
Yeah.
The first man you're the first man. How does it feel?
The ultimate purse holder.
Well, the truth is, if they won, they wouldn't be able to call him the first man because, like, their whole fucking bullshit thing right there. So we'd have to call him like the first person or something.
Yeah, the first being.
Yeah. We can't have toxic masculinity by calling you a man in the White House, so you'd have to be the first person.
You hand me one of those? Somebody? Beer me?
Beer me.
Drinking the tranny fluid tonight.
Yes, sir. It lubes the knees really.
Good old fashioned tranny fluid.
Yo, man, when that shit happened and fucking the first thing you see is like videos of Kid Rock fucking shooting up cases with the machine guns and shit. Like, what the hell? This is what I think about life. I'm like, okay.
It's so funny how crazy people get over like the dumbest shit.
I like the prices. I was like, all right, nobody's drinking Bud Light. Prices dropped dramatically. I'm like, all right, cool. Now it's time to buy some Bud Lights.
You notice the taste is a little different though?
What, on these?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Tastes like there's female sperm in here.
I was going to say anything. I was just going to leave it at that.
They added a new ingredient. It's female sperm, so you're not gay drinking it because it's from a female.
Yeah, sure. Oh, my God.
I'm too confused when it comes down to that.
Yeah.
It's a guy-girl, girl-guy thing. Yeah, it gets really confusing for me.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to figure that out. But, supposedly, like, Hulk Hogan's going to do, like, his inauguration party.
Awesome.
Yeah. He was just
all right, brother.
Yeah. He was just on Fox.
Back for the second time, brother.
Yeah.
So apparently, like, Netflix got WWF or WWE, and Hulk Hogan came out on one of the episodes. I don't actually want to watch the whole episode or anything like that. I just want to get to the Hulk Hogan part and see what happened, because apparently when he came out on stage, everybody booed him.
Yeah.
Now I want to know did they boo him because he came out with another heel, and it was just like a heel kind of scene where they're just like, boo, you're the bad guy now. Or did they boo him because he was like part of the whole Trump thing?
Well, I mean, I guess a bunch of people that watch wrestling would have to be liberals. I would just assume,
Do you? Would you? I mean, I don't know. Like back when I was 13 and watching wrestling, I mean, I wasn't part of an affiliation.
Yeah, but now these kids today are,
And not even that. Wrestling sucks now.
Does it?
I think it's
It
shit.
does. Yeah,
I mean,
it
I don't
does.
think it could ever be what we went through. I mean, even before us, right? Like, it was pretty shitty to begin before.
Yeah.
And then as it came on, then you had like Degeneration X, Suck It. That was huge.
Well, remember,
Everybody in school was like,
Like back then, it wasn't
Can't
such
do
a
that now.
soap opera. It was like beginning to be a soap opera. Now it's like literally, it's
Yeah.
it's a fucking soap opera.
it's like they're not kicking each other's ass. They're just talking for fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're like out there for fucking 15. Like back then, you had like little speeches and shit, like "Oh, I'll fucking kill that guy," and then like the
Yeah.
guy would run out and they would fight. You know, like now it's like they're out there like calling each other out.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
Because Stone Cold said so.
well, before you said
insane.
you said before like our generation and when we were watching wrestling. I mean, I remember going as far back as like the Ultimate Warrior running down to the ring.
No, I don't remember that shit.
And like Randy Savage, Macho Man Randy Savage out in the ring.
I've only seen him a few times.
I remember the Road Warriors were coming out with their big spikes on and like Hawk and Animal like doing their thing. Like
There was only a few. I remember, like, what was his
days
name?
of wrestling.
Who's the dude, the barber guy?
Oh,
the scissors.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
used
come
to
out
come down there.
he come out with a big old pair of scissors.
Wait, do you not remember?
But he was so showy and clowny. Yo, you remember the who the fuck?
Do you remember
the
Sergeant
Undertaker's
Slaughter?
fucking guy? He used to carry the urn.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His
What
little
the
manager guy. Yeah.
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 Well, do you remember Sergeant Slaughter?
Sergeant Slaughter, yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
G.I.
yeah.
Joe. He came down. He was a
Yeah,
wrestler.
I don't know if he was G.I. Joe, really, was he?
Yeah, Sergeant Slaughter was a G.I. Joe. I had the figure. Yeah. Yep.
Well, anyway, so those guys, they took up characters, right? They were actual
Right.
characters. Now they're not really so much character. I guess they kind of are. I don't know. I just felt that it was better.
Oh, it was definitely
Yeah,
better.
it was definitely better back
The
then.
Degeneration X era when it was Wolfpack going on WCW, and then you had
I'm going to do Sting,
Sting.
Yeah.
Sting was on WCW
Sting
at the
was
time.
my boy.
Yeah.
the NWO.
Yeah, he used to come out looking like
See,
the
now
Crow.
that's when it started turning
Getting
into
weird.
like a soap opera. When like
Yeah.
NWO started, then they had like then it like branched into like what was the NWO was like,
WCW.
no, it was, they were like white and black. Then they had like the other one that was red and black.
The Wolfpack.
You know,
Yeah.
it was like fucking,
NWO and then NWO Wolfpack.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
like started getting like soap opera then, but now it's like a full out soap opera. You know, it's like, oh, I had fucking Princess Queen Laquifa over here. Fucking, I took her from fucking Joe Schmo in the back there, and like they like talk for like an hour, and you're like, they like do like 5 wrestling matches in a fucking 3-hour pay-per-view. You know?
Yeah. But I mean, also, we had like very iconic things, right? So you have like Undertaker fucking through Mankind through the cage.
Sick.
That was
sick
amazing.
match. Yeah. I think Mankind's
Yeah,
tooth
throwing on
broke out.
thumbtacks and shit.
Yeah, like they don't do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And then also, you also had, you know, what was it? Dude Love, Mankind. What was his other fucking like personas? The guy had like 4 or 5 personas.
Oh yeah.
McFarlane or whatever.
Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he was himself, McFarlane.
Yeah.
Remember the fucking Sacco? Oh
Yeah,
my
Sacco.
God.
Yeah, that was Mankind.
Yeah.
Yep. My sister actually met him.
Yeah. Well, don't he live out here?
Well,
He was from Long Island, I think.
Yeah.
she went to Comic-Con.
Okay.
And there was actually like some booths lined up for WWE wrestlers.
Yeah.
And like you could go down. Now, mind you, any of the voiceover people in animes, those lines were going out the fucking door. The wrestling lines were like 3 minutes long. You
Okay.
walk up, wait 3 minutes, and you can get a signature, and you can pay the $50 to get a signature from one of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But-
think it's insane, man. Some of those Comic-Con things, like one of the guys I know goes there,
Yeah.
pay like $500 to get a signature. I'm like,
Wow.
you
Is
really
it
give a
worth it?
shit about whoever the fuck that is that plays some character on a cartoon or whatever? You gotta
the
get
voice
a
of
fuck-
a.
Yeah,
If you
Like,
sold it, could you sell
really?
it for $500? Or is this
probably
just
not.
Oh, well,
I'm
then
willing
what's-
to bet probably not.
so?
you know?
There's okay.
You're hoping like that person, like that show, like stays really famous after that person dies.
Yeah.
And then you could sell it for more than probably what you paid for it. Hopefully.
Yeah, but you never know what happens. Like me, I was a huge fan of Rick and Morty, and then all of a sudden there was like the scandal with the guy who created Rick and Morty, and then they like kicked him off the show.
What's the scandal?
What?
What scandal happened with Rick and Morty?
Um,
Rick really is a pedophile?
no. Well, Rick was never a pedo.
He definitely seems like a pedo, man. He hangs out with his grandkid way too much. He
Oh.
seems like a Joe Biden to me, honestly.
Got that Joe Biden
Yeah,
haircut.
he's like, yeah, the kid likes to push down the hair on my legs when I'm in the pool, and then I get out the pool.
Well, hold on a second. Did you even see Rick and Morty? Like Rick Sanchez isn't like a creeper like that. Well, he did tell his grandson to shove
he is a
two
creeper.
eggs up his ass to get through customs. Yeah, so that he could bring it back, so he could break it open and sniff it and get fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that's how he could do drugs. He just turned his grandson into a donkey.
There was a drug mule?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't show you that he actually helped put him in it.
No, they didn't because he wouldn't. Sanchez wouldn't even care enough for that. Sanchez doesn't have that mindset. He's just a really fucked up individual with a lot of heartbreak.
Look at you over
Yeah.
there. Defending a cartoon character who's clearly a pedo.
Fucking.
You just call everybody a pedo.
Well, that's true. Everybody is a pedo at
Yeah?
heart.
So Tony the Tiger, was he a pedo or not?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Who does he talk
Frosted
to?
Flakes.
Kids.
Yeah.
What do you think that frosting is? Tiger jizz.
Well, why is everything?
He's like, they're great. you know, fucking.
My
He's a
tasted.
fucking pedo.
My tasted seed.
Taste my flakes. I coated them myself.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a coked up pedo, man. Guy's way
General
too
Mill.
energetic.
General Mills, I think, makes that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a female sperm on those.
So what do you?
So,
what do you-
it was the co-creator, Justin Roiland, was accused of sexual assault. Then they went ahead and charged him for it, and he ended up was not guilty of it. So,
Sexual assault of who? Minor?
no, not a
That's
minor.
what the show's about? Sexual assaulting a kid?
Direct messaging underage girls, and yep, you're right.
A minor.
You're right. Okay, I take all that back. Yep,
Okay.
Yep. Well,
The show's all about molesting kids. Told you.
On to other news. So what do you think about like Mark Zuckerberg coming out and being
yeah.
yeah, we're gonna be more like X
Yeah. Yo, fucking
with his
Wow.
$1 million watch on?
Joe Rogan fucking talk shit right to him, bro. Rogan was like, he's like, it's kind of funny how like now you're coming out and saying all this stuff, but when it was happening, like you had nothing to say, you were just doing it. And he's like, well, I mean, we were against it then too, but he's like, yeah, right, jerk off.
Yeah, exactly.
well, yeah. No, I had mixed feelings about that. I'm looking at Facebook and Instagram now, and I'm like, well, does that mean that I don't have to pull punches anymore?
So hold on. Do you think that you've seen his wife,
No.
Yeah.
Why should I?
Mark Zuckerberg's wife?
Yeah.
Like this. Ugh.
Oh
Gross?
no,
Yeah.
no good.
No.
Really?
Oh,
For a billionaire?
Yeah,
Jesus.
no. Let's definitely take
it's like an
a
Asian girl.
view down.
Whatever. But no. So there's like some speculation that he's gonna dump her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
He's going to do it,
Think
fucking...
he's gonna dump her.
what's
Get a hot
his
wife.
name? Fuck, Jeff Bezos did?
Yeah.
Well, she's taller than him.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I mean, you got to figure the dude's like 40
Okay.
billions of dollars.
yeah.
Like, what do you do? You settling right now? I don't
Does he have
understand.
kids with her?
Looks like it in this picture.
Yeah, it looks like he's holding...
Yeah. Looks like he's got a baby on board. Don't know.
He he does look like a cock. Maybe that's somebody else's kid.
This is true. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, no, here we go. Looks like a
He's got $1 million cut chair.
bunch of kids with... God, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yep. Look at that. Well, he's no looker, dude.
I mean, he's no looker, but you got money, man, which makes your dick look bigger. Yeah.
exactly.
It's like a magnifying
Yeah.
glass for
like-
the
Yeah.
eyes.
I mean, did you know her since high school?
Yeah, right?
Is that what this is? I don't know. It's just
She looked like she helped him with coding
yeah,
back in college.
definitely helped out. Yeah, she was there for version 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when MySpace was big.
Yeah. She actually is Tom.
That's Tom.
Wow, I almost spit my beer out. They call it Tom.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, look at her. Yeah. She's.
Did you see the statue he bought for her?
No.
Yeah, look that up.
Oh, this statue.
Yeah, for like her birthday, he goes and he buys her a statue
Statue? What? Fucking.
of like her, but it's like a weird
Oh,
thing.
wow. Yeah. Look at this thing. This is definitely a thing. Where's this kept?
I don't even know.
In
I'm
the-
in his house somewhere.
It looks like in the lawn. They're like,
Ready
yeah.
to drive past the house? Kids would egg that shit on Halloween.
You're like, I wonder where Zuckerberg. Oh, never mind. I see it. Look at that thing. That thing's grotesque.
Yeah. It's fucking waste of money.
Well, I mean, when you have that much money, I guess you can waste it. But yeah, it's like a butterfly looking monstrosity of tin and looks like copper.
Yeah, I don't know what it's made of, but
Yeah.
people were like, what the fuck? That's a birthday present? Okay. And it's in her likeness.
Yes, I see that. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, whatever, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, it is strange. But no, on the interwebs, there's rumors that he will be leaving that one.
Rumors. Well, she's probably heard these rumors if that was the case.
I don't know.
And that really comes down to how's your prenup, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Psst. It's got to be solid.
You think?
I would be.
Or, like you said, was she around for Gen 1?
Oh, yeah. That could be, right?
Yeah,
you never
before,
know.
yeah.
Mm.
So she's living with half, if not more.
I was, what was that? It was like, I'm with her because she knew me before we had money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that prenuptial agreement ain't gonna go far. And then on top of that, the alimony. Like, if she's locked in for that long with him, she's got that many kids, this dude's gonna have to pay out like $40 million a year in alimony checks.
Damn, bro. But he could probably make it.
And that's on top of child support.
See, that's what you call FU money, though. When you get the FU money, it don't matter.
Yeah,
You could pay $40 million. It's fine. Yeah. You know what's crazy?
Well, that's why he's like, no, we're down with the whole First Amendment the whole time. What are you talking about? We're just like X. Yeah, because he's about to get fucked.
Yeah, but at the same, so you know what's crazy? Like the billionaires and stuff like that, they make money like millions of dollars a minute, hours, whatever. They said that like as the New Year's Eve ball dropped, like him and a bunch of other people paid out their entire like whatever they owed, like whatever you owed in Social Security to pay every year, like you're mandated to pay, done.
In
Paid
that 10
for.
Seconds, yeah.
It takes us a whole year.
Yeah.
Oh, by the time the ball drops,
there's
he's like, yeah,
a
that's
cap
done.
to it.
Yeah, they hit the cap, like boom, done. You're done for the year.
Yeah, it's it's only like your first $160,000 that you earn. You know.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane how much money they make.
All right, well, you know what? It'd be nice to be them.
Oh, well, yeah, no, without a doubt, if I was on the other side of the fence there and I had the money problems that they had.
Fuck that. It would cost me so much money to be not in the news every day.
Yeah. You're right.
They'd be like,
I just want the money. I don't really want the
billionaire
fame.
fucking does this shit. They'd be like, fuck.
Again?
Fuck, somebody pay that shit. Get rid of that.
Yeah, you got to be on like the top 500 billionaire list or millionaire list. Yeah. You know, I'll be number like 450.
Yeah.
You know, like nobody knows me really.
Yeah.
You know,
Try to fly under the radar.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that tennis player
Fucking
back in
eating
the day.
my fucking the hell they call it? What do they call it? Shit, caviar. Love that shit. It's gross.
Champagne and
throwing
caviar.
that shit out the window.
It's always weird. Like, you know, you're rich, you make money, whatever. Why do you do weird shit? Why, like, why do you put yourself through like the fanciness?
Well, that's like the person that bought the banana taped to a wall for $2 million.
Oh, that was a money laundering scheme.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how a lot of art is. Money laundering.
Yeah.
Artists don't even make enough money to eat food. What do you mean? You do. Doug doesn't know shit. Please.
Yeah, that's like the artist that we know. But like when you're at like the level of like buying art,
Yeah.
so like you could
it was a
buy,
crypto guy that bought it.
Yeah, you could buy fucking art, and like if I sell you a piece of art, you know, it's a money laundering thing, right? So like art's only worth what people will pay for.
Yeah, right.
You know, so if I drew a fucking picture of a fucking banana.
Okay.
And I got you to buy it for $150 million, right?
Right.
You could then take that picture and they have these vaults, right? I forget what the hell they call it, but there's like, it's like a tax haven vault. You put it, you could store it there for like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Now you spent $150 million on it. Now you could turn around and sell that vault, that picture for like $300 million, right?
Right.
And it's all protected like under this vault. So like it's like you never owned it. It's like that money just comes to you tax free. And then because I sold it to you and it's art, it's like tax totally different. There's a whole scheme behind fucking art.
Okay.
It's crazy how they do it.
It's all about taxes.
Hold on. I can understand.
It's rich people shit.
Yeah.
I can understand it if it's a painting, you know, oil-based painting, you know, put it on the wall after they get done.
Duct tape banana is...
It's sculpture, kind of.
Yeah.
Until you put it into that vault for 10 years, and then you're pulling out this mushy thing that used to be a banana. Now it's just
You just gotta get a new banana.
Then it's not the same piece of art you bought.
It's ageless.
What, an ageless banana? No, it ages really fast. Trust me.
Yeah.
All the bananas on my shelf turn brown within like a week or two.
Well, it's all kind of accounting stuff too, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you buy that piece of art, there's a banana. Yeah, let's say it fucking gets
like,
destroyed in some way. Then you like depreciate it.
Yeah. So
exactly.
then you just wrote off $150 million. You know? Like,
It's all about taxes and figuring out how to not pay as much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got crazy schemes on how the fuck they do
Right.
shit.
And if I ever get there, I'll know because I've watched it. Oh, I gotta buy a banana. Okay.
I'll buy 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You know what's funny? You know how silly the fucking art gallery is, though, just in general.
Ah.
So I've seen like these. They're like the people are weird.
Yeah.
You know, they're walking around and staring at the fucking wall. It's like, wow, it's amazing. Some guy, I don't know who it was, but they like took their shoe off and just put it in the middle of the gallery.
Yeah. And, they were,
People
like,
just
all
start came
staring
over,
at-
start
yeah.
taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
It's just some dude's random shoe, like not even part of the gallery.
Nope.
Yeah. And then he came back and he put it on and shit. And they're like, oh.
That's like when Payless made like their high end store as like a joke,
Yeah.
and like they made like a high end store in a nice mall, right, with all Payless shoes in it, and they put like ridiculous prices on it. People are like, "Oh my god, look at this shoe! Look at how well made it is! Look at this! Look at blah blah blah!" And they're like, they're buying it for like $1,000 for a pair of shoes and shit. And then at like the end of it, when people were walking out, they're like, "Yeah, by the way, this is all Payless shoes. Like that's like a $20 shoe, you know."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh my god," you know, it's like all about perception. It's all
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
you know.
It's whatever someone
And
else
again-
is willing to pay for it.
Yeah, some guy put his fucking shoe in an art gallery and everyone's taking pictures of it because they're like, "Oh my god, look at this sculpture of a Nike." You know?
Well, I saw this person in an art gallery. He walks in and he has, those little tans you put the little tin pans that you put the turkeys in and you put them in your oven.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he pulls it out and he like smacks you in the face with it.
Okay.
And then he signs it, and that thing's worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I used to do that when I was 13. I never got paid $100,000 for it. And my smashed pan against my friend's face looked just like that one.
There's a guy that like he takes a paintbrush and he has a trampoline. And he fucking jumps with the paintbrush and the trampoline.
I've seen that guy.
Yeah.
It's like,
And everybody's standing there watching him.
yeah.
And he's dumb money. I don't know why.
I watched an art gallery.
So fucking dumb.
They were taking sand or dirt and scooping it up and just pouring it on people's heads. And like scooping it up and pouring on people's heads. And people are all just standing around watching this. And I'm like, yo, you want to see this? Just go and watch that building be created next door. Like there's a lot of guys digging up the...
Yeah. I mean, that's the crazy part is like, it's so fucking dumb. I mean, you think about like real artists, like Renaissance artists, like back in the day, like the shit that they would do. I mean, even fucking what's his name, Bob
Ross.
Bob Ross. You know,
Happy
painting
Little
his
Tree.
happy little fucking trees and shit.
Happy
like,
Little Creek.
like these landscapes and stuff. Like that was like real art. You know, like, and then you have this.
Yeah, his story was super
stupid
sad.
crap going on, you know, and it's like, dude, really, like you're undermining all of art, but there's still you got like, to my opinion, it's all just like these liberal idiots that are like, oh, look at how great this guy's doing. He's scooping sand on the guy's head, you know. And like,
You know, I appreciate those like $50 guys on the side of the street in Manhattan that fucking do it with like the fucking
The
spray
spray
paint.
doing the
paint.
caricature,
Yeah.
the spray paint, the caricatures, like all that shit, dude, is fucking great.
I like the outer space ones that he did.
Oh
they
yeah.
did.
Yeah. That's
That like do outer space.
Would you guys
like
ever hear the story of the Mona Lisa?
Well,
Like
no.
how it was made.
So no, not how it was made. Like the Mona Lisa was painted, right?
Right.
It wasn't famous. It was never famous until it got stolen.
Oh.
So there's this whole thing about how it got stolen, right? It was in, I think, a gallery or something, right? But it wasn't like people knew about it. People didn't give a shit about it. You know, it was just a painting of some fucking woman in a gallery, right?
Yeah.
And it got stolen.
Yeah.
And then after it got stolen, the guy who stole it, it got stolen from him. Like it was like this like crazy little thing, and they were like, it was
You
like
can't
this,
steal that from
like,
me.
witch hunt for the Mona Lisa,
Yeah.
and that's what made the Mona Lisa such a famous piece of artwork.
Wow, that's crazy.
It wasn't famous because it was.
I wonder if it was
painting,
like a
you know?
fix, like a setup.
When was
Oh, they
this?
say it was. This is way back when. Wait, I mean, I can't really. I can't give
Like
dates.
1800s?
Nah, I don't. When the fuck was it even painted?
Who painted it?
It was
I
painted
think
by
it was
Leonardo.
DiCaprio.
No, not Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio did. It's a painting of a 21-year-old girl. That's it by Leonardo DiCaprio.
On the Titanic.
Oh,
on his way over.
yeah,
He decided to.
That was the shit on the Titanic. Oh, man.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, fucking A.
And you're Italian.
Oh, well, most
Yeah.
most painters are
I mean,
Italian.
it's close.
Most famous old painters.
Oh, so it was printed. Oh, all right. So it was between 1503 and 1519. So when was it stolen?
It was definitely not the 1900s. It has to be back previous
No, it
to
was
that.
15 something. 15.
Yeah, man. 1503 to 1506.
Was stolen? That's its stolen
No.
years?
No, it was during the Renaissance. That was when it was painted.
When was Mona Lisa stolen? It was stolen in 1911.
1911. Wow.
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa was stolen from Louvre in Paris on August 21st, 1911.
You have such a French tongue.
Yeah. That's what the girls tell me.
Wow, that's crazy. So they say that this person's name is, who the fuck is this? Documents found in the Covenant suggest that Lisa Gherardini, I can't even say it, died on July 15th in 1542 at the age of 63. Other experts agree that Da Vinci's model could have lived until 1551 when she was 71.
Oh, that was her name?
A longevity record for that time.
That was the lady's name?
Yeah, Lisa Gherardini. Gradini or something like that. Gherardini.
Oh, all right. Well, she had a smile.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It was really her eyes.
Was it the eye? No, I thought it was the smile. Like he captured the perfect smile.
I don't know, man. All I know is that they say, like, you know, the eyes, they see you from wherever.
Oh, well, they're the ones that follow you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, you know, no matter where you're looking, she's staring at you.
Oh.
Through your fucking soul.
I only have eyes for you.
Yeah.
Like all the creepy bitches.
Is she staring at me?
Yeah.
No, bro. She's not staring at you. It looks like she's staring at me. No, bro. She stared at me.
Pasty white lady. Not very well endowed.
Yeah. Well, she's Italian.
Whoa. Italians are not that pale. Right? Not even back then.
Well, it depends upon, you know,
Yeah,
what
which
part,
region?
Right?
Which
Sicily.
region?
Sicily is all tan.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not talk about Sicily. Right?
Yeah, really tan. Up in the Dolomites.
Tans.
Yeah, up in the Dolomites, they got to be kind of pasty because it's all cold and
It's not cold all the time.
Well, I mean, it's up in the mountains.
It doesn't mean it's cold all the time.
No, but you know they don't
Plus
get the
they got
chance
that
to
Mediterranean
sit
blood.
out on the Sicilian beaches year round, do they?
No, but that doesn't mean they can't tan in the fucking mountains.
Yeah.
Right? We got mountains around here. It ain't cold.
Yeah, but you don't see people out there sunbathing.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
But you never went upstate in the summertime?
I have.
Yeah.
It's
and
fucking hot.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it's hot.
Depends upon where. And
Well,
but
yeah. Upstate doesn't.
Bear
mean
Mountain
mountains.
doesn't have fucking snow year round.
Why are you going to Bear Mountain?
It depends what
in
time
the
of year.
summertime?
No, fucking Vermont doesn't have fucking snow all year
Why-
round.
You are not going to Vermont
Canada
in the
doesn't have
summertime.
fucking snow
I
all
call
year round.
bullshit on your story. There's no
yeah.
way you're like, let's pack up the car. It's
No,
summertime.
But if
Let's
I
go to
lived in Vermont in the summertime, I'd be outside at a lake or some shit swimming.
So
I wouldn't be fucking wearing a jacket.
hypothetically speaking, if you were to go to the mountains, you would see sunbathers, maybe.
Definitely, 100%. Look at Lake Tahoe. Look at Lake Tahoe in California, bro. The people go there to go hiking in the summer all the time.
Yeah.
Are they walking around in winter jackets? No.
No,
I went to Brewster, New York, and up there they have a nice lake, and you know the Candlewood.
Was it frozen when you went
And
there?
no, it wasn't
Was it
frozen.
too cold to
well, it
swim?
wasn't frozen.
So in the summertime, there's mountains around there.
But did it were people walking around in bathing suits, or were they walking around in like hiking gear and shorts and like nice t-shirts?
Well, the lake had a beach area, so there was people in bathing suits.
Okay, in their bathing areas. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but yeah, on the other sides, you know, there was cliff
Even
jumping.
shorts and a
That was pretty
t-shirt,
cool.
you're gonna be wearing. You're gonna get a tan.
I'm not saying that you won't get a farmer's
You
tan, but you're not going
Mona
to.
Lisa's not in a bathing suit in the picture.
You're not going to look like the president of Mexico. Okay.
I mean, she didn't look like the president of Mexico a few months ago.
I gotta say, swimming in a lake though is a little different than swimming in the ocean.
it's
You know,
weird.
Yeah.
You know, the lake is nice and calm,
Yeah.
and then the fish are right there, but you can't grab them. Fucking too fast.
Yeah.
At least I couldn't. I tried grabbing them fucking things. Most of them are the what the hell those the fucking spiky sunfish,
Nah, a little
Oh, yeah.
douches.
and they got fucking bass. Yeah,
Little trout,
yeah. It was
little
man, it's been
rainbows and
like,
browns.
yeah, maybe like 2-3 years ago.
And then it's like muddy, like stepping in. It's like
Oh yeah, you get the soot come up. But dude, nothing's worse than the canals over here.
oh yeah, we went in the canal.
The canals,
Oh
really?
Yeah.
my god, yeah. Me and Doug went in the canal one day.
Like
Yeah.
swimming in the canal,
Oh no, no.
kind of.
like the grayish brown water canal.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then like
Yeah.
trying to get out of the canal. Oh, my
Let's just
God.
say I lost
Yeah.
a pair of Ray-Bans that day.
Sunk in. I had to dive back in to get my fucking flip flop out of the muck.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And it smells like asshole.
Oh yeah.
Don't they gotta dredge it?
They don't. Well, certain
yeah,
parts,
it's a lot
the
of soot.
center, and then after they get done
silt.
dredging it, it's just like fills in with all kinds of soot and nastiness over
Yeah.
top of
Yeah.
whatever's down there.
Ugh.
And like you step down into that, and it's just like blackness comes up.
Oh yeah.
You feel like your foot suck in and
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
stuck.
It spreads your toes and
Yeah.
slides in between with that gooiness.
It's
Yeah.
fucking gross.
No canals then. Though.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
you
recommend it.
Stay in
No.
the boat.
You don't want to be in
Unless
the
you got a cage and then you throw it in for crabs, because you can definitely get some crabs in that water.
Yeah. You want to eat what that thing's eating?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, they are
Actually,
good.
the crabs usually are eating the 7-Eleven chicken wings. Yeah, yeah. Because on the way down, I can stop in a 7-Eleven. I grab a couple of the things of the chicken
Give them
wings.
fucking Tostitos. Throw a fucking
no.
Red Mountain doing about, hey.
No. I've learned that you got to put the right like concoction of stuff inside the cage. Otherwise, if you put tortillas in, within like a half an hour, the tortillas have turned to like paste and putty
dust.
and just
Yeah.
washed away.
Yeah.
So with the current in and out, it's just completely out of the cage.
Yeah.
So the chicken wings will actually stay in there for a day or two.
Yeah.
And the crabs will come in there and start picking at it, and it's harder for them to get it off the bone. So they'll get into the cage and they'll like try to pull the meat off the bone, and it takes them a while to do it. So then by like a day and a half, I just have a few bones in there, and I got a couple of crabs.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, yeah, so I guess the
Crabs love the bone.
Yeah, crabs are carnivores, I guess, at some point, right? You know,
Well, they're omnivores. They'll eat anything.
oh, they'll eat anything.
Anything,
Veg,
yeah.
too. They'll eat vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But veggies don't last very long in the ocean.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going to be like, oh, let me get you some broccoli and carrots and peas or anything like that. No,
Yeah,
you need something that's
yeah.
going to stay in there and allow you to collect those crabs. And make sure it's harder for the crabs to get them.
Well, the idea is you want the crab to go in and not come out.
Right. Well, the cage allows that for it to happen.
Yeah, so you want to get them in there.
So, yeah, because the meat trap is in the center, and then the cage on the outside, they have to get through the little holes.
Yeah.
But once they get through the holes, they can't get back out unless they're too small. If they're too small, then they can actually climb back out of the little holes that are available to them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a keeper.
No, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you want to throw the females back as well.
Oh, okay.
So, because you want them out there breeding and producing more little crabs.
Gotcha.
So, it's a circle of life.
So if you eat all the men, the women can still bang the women?
Well, dude, there's no way. Yeah, I mean, no.
I don't know. I'm just trying to understand that logic.
No, but you can't eat all the men. There's just that many little fuckers out in the ocean.
We're sure of that population check?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, well, until they're all gone.
So like you get, I don't know, out of like 3 or 4 crabs, there's like what, 1 female?
Yeah, about that. Or I've gotten like 2 females in the cage before and no males. And
Okay.
You had to chuck them little boogers back.
Yeah.
And then we have this little crab checker on the boat. That's like the measurements. I think it's like 4.5 inches.
Yeah.
So from tip to tip, you have to make sure that the blue crab is like within that region.
Okay.
So, and if they're smaller than that, you got to chuck them back, even if they didn't want to leave the cage. So if your food's real good inside the cage and they want to stick around, you still can't eat them.
Right.
You can't be like, oh, dude, you draw the short straw. You're too dumb to leave the cage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't want no problems with the, what is that? Game and wildlife or whatever.
Fish and wildlife.
Fish and
Yeah,
wildlife.
fish and wildlife. Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't no beef.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now you
Crab.
can't carry a pistol on the boat and shoot things just in case.
You can.
What are you going to shoot?
Well, that's like a law, right? Like if you're a fisherman, you're allowed to carry a weapon. And there was like a whole story about like a guy who used to go fishing, and he would like
the AR-15
he
guy.
would strap his rifle to his chest and just walk on the beach, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" First of all, yeah, it is a little like wow, but then I'll go fishing. Yeah, never know if like a bear might try to get me, an alligator.
You never know.
Yeah.
A whale might come up.
Yeah, I just gotta do him.
Yeah, no, you're allowed to have
No.
guns on boats and shit.
There's
Because
no,
it's like
there's no release in my program. Catch
fuck,
only.
I forget if it's 3 miles out or something. It's international water. There's no laws out there.
Yeah,
No, I think you have to be past the continental shelf.
3 miles. Oh no, for international water,
Yeah.
I think it's 10 miles.
10 miles?
I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure. 3 or 10.
Well,
Look it up.
no, 3 miles is where the
12 nautical miles.
There you go. Because I was going to say 3 miles is where all the freighters come in, and they wouldn't want to sit there in international water. They'd want to be sitting in American water. So just in case something happens, we're going to send our Coast Guard and then our naval after them.
Yeah.
Yeah, in international waters, you fall under maritime law, but it's fucking
That was one of my favorite Simpsons episode.
yeah.
Yeah, the maritime law episode.
Didn't see it.
Never saw it.
Oh, go watch it.
I'll have to do that.
It's a good one. It's on the Disney Channel right now. You can see all the episodes. Yeah, maritime law out there was awesome. The cops are doing the dudes. Yeah, those that know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those that know. But yeah, man, no, that's it, man. It's calm nowadays, right? You know, Trump's going to go in and everybody's just kind of waiting for it to happen.
I think it's the quiet before the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, before it really pops off and things get really crazy and things go in weird directions. I mean, we get a lot of people saying, I told you so, or, yeah, don't you regret your vote now? And it's like, no, I don't regret my vote. The only thing I
Why are
regret.
they saying you regret your vote now, man? Nothing's even happened.
Oh, it's on Instagram and all the social media platforms. All the liberals are out there saying,
I'll follow that.
you guys regret your vote now, don't you? I see all these people admitting that. And I was like, no, the only thing I regret is the fact I didn't have 2 votes.
Yeah. The confirmation thing is annoying. And fucking Chuck Schumer's annoying.
Yeah.
Do tell. What?
Oh, they're going to fucking, wow. It's going to be a very thoroughly vetted thing or whatever. And they keep on saying, what do they have to hide? What do they have to hide? And it's just like, I don't think there's anything to really hide. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like they're in it to hold it up.
They're going to try to hold up everything. That's why, like, the whole thing with Matt Gaetz.
Yeah.
And Matt Gaetz, like, bowed out of the race, bowed out of his appointment or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, they're just going to fucking keep it. They have, like, up to 2 years to confirm any appointees.
Right.
So that process hinders Trump's ability to get things done because now you're waiting for your appointees and your cabinet and all this shit to become even that. And then if you have 2 years for that, that's halfway through your presidency.
Yeah. Before
Before you have your full cabinet there assisting you or doing things or whatever their role is, right?
So who's doing the voting on that one?
That's all the senators. Bullshit.
Well, the senators are all red. So why can't we get that pushed through quick?
Well, it's not that they're all red. They're
you need
all red.
You would need a
but,
full
like,
house. You would need them all to
You
agree.
need every Republican to be like, yeah, that guy.
And they don't all do that all
Yeah.
the time.
So, and there's enough Democrats that they could hold it all up. You know?
So
You got to
that-
remember, there's 2 sides to the aisle, but they're all on the same team.
Yeah.
And that team is to fuck us. You know? That's the team. That's the team.
Yeah. Some of them definitely
Us
more than
versus
others.
them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of guys in there that are, like, with Trump on a lot of things, but not everything. And then there's a lot of guys that are totally against Trump, even though they're red, you know?
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that because we have the House and the Senate and all the bullshit that they're just going to rubber stamp everything Trump says. It's not going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that he's going to get a free pass. But at the same time, the majority of them, the only reason that they're sitting in the seats right now is because they back Trump or claim that they back Trump, and then they got put into the seats and voted in. So it's like, hey, if you don't abide by what you said to your people that voted you in there, they're going to get pissed.
Yeah, but still, they're not going to get voted out for 2 years. you
Yeah.
know?
And then also, I don't even know if it's necessarily all of the new appointed Republicans in those seats or even the ones that are the problem. I think it might be the ones that have been there forever.
Yeah.
And
The rhinos?
yeah, and that they swing either way. Yeah, exactly. Republicans in name only.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, but when you look at the Democratic side, they have some guys over there that do the same thing to them, where it's like,
Yeah. But,
hey man, you don't vote for any shit we put up.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's crazy.
Right.
Like Manchin, that guy was good. I liked him because he stopped a lot of the crazy votes going through,
Yeah.
and he was more. He seemed like he he knew, I don't know, common sense wise, right? And they actually got so upset. I think they were telling him like, "Yo, switch party," you know. And he's like, "No."
Well, it's like you know, like even recently when they were trying to pass that budget bill, whatever, and like it was like 1,500 pages, and then like Musk tweeted like, you know, this is ridiculous or whatever. Trump had tweets about it too, but then like the media just designated the Musk
Elon.
tweet as like, oh, look at Musk. Musk is the leader of the free world now, or whatever. And like, we're like pretending like he's president or whatever because Trump was like talking about vetoing this shit. And like, and then out of nowhere, it got cut down to 150 fucking pages.
Right.
So what are the other fucking 1,350 fucking pages of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
What was all that extra bullshit? You know, that was more Ukraine money. That was more bullshit. You know, there was something in there about how in court they couldn't subpoena the Senate's fucking emails anymore, so they couldn't use that as evidence against the Senate. Like, it's like, dude, what? Like, what the fuck is? Elon Musk had a whole thing about it because he ran it through some like AI software to like have like all the key points out.
Yeah,
and the shit that came out of it was just like, are you fucking kidding me? This is what they're trying to. They had a raise in there for themselves. You know, all this crap that ended up getting shut the fuck down. And then the 150 pages or whatever got passed, you know, kept the government going, you know.
Yeah.
But they were trying to like blame Elon Musk. Oh, look at Elon Musk. He's the new president. Look at Trump. Do whatever Elon says. Like, it's like you guys are just fucking retarded, man. You know.
Yeah. No,
he's just not an idiot. You know.
Well, that's like the border bill. They were like, we pushed a border bill, which was going to allow for us to go ahead and allow for the immigrants to come in, and we'll put more judges in there, and then they like beefed it up to being like 2,000 pages of extra fluff of a whole bunch of other crap that had nothing to do with the situation.
Then they give them like 12 hours to like read it and vote on it. So what the fuck? Who the hell's reading 1,500 pages in 12 hours? Like, I couldn't read 1,500 pages this year.
How'd you come out with that shit so fast? 1,200 pages? I had to all be AI generated.
Exactly.
Right? You know, like, I've seen those things too. Like, if you go like, there's a website. You know, it's I don't know if it's like Senate or House.gov.
Yeah, you can like read them online. But it's like such bullshit, and it's like all legal jargon. It's not like
It's not
like layman's terms. It's not like we're gonna fuck the American people by doing this. It's like, you know,
it's
all this
written
bullshit.
in Old English. You know,
Right.
They have like a team of like 4,000 people working on it, and they're like, all right, here's 4,000 pages of bullshit.
Yeah,
and you're like, I'm not voting on that. You know,
No. And a lot of times, like, you know, it addresses a lot of them, you know, they address the key thing and they make the bill all about the key thing. And then they sneak in a shit ton of other things that are unrelated to that. Money for like, you know.
Yeah, it's like the first 3 pages
sperm
and
whale
the last
testing.
3 pages are like the bill.
My dog walker needs an extra $150,000 a year this year.
One thing that I am excited about is that they've been talking about the term limits. So that's good.
Dude, I want term limits, man. Because again, you think about
senators like, yo, you see
these
Bernie
people
Sanders?
work
Look at
together
that guy.
for 40, 50 fucking years, right?
Bernie Sanders, what are you doing, bro? You ready for the box?
Dude, look at Biden. You know, look at Pelosi. You know, fucking Ruth Ginsburg was in there. She had like a fucking healthcare proxy and a power of attorney, and she's still like fucking making laws. Like, you know, like who the fuck? They were even like, I mean, it was a joke, but it was real. Andrew Carter voted like a month before he died, you know?
Yeah.
And apparently voted blue.
That's great.
Oh my come on, man. You know, they had that guy like in a hospital bed outside. They're like, look, he's doing good. You know?
Oh, yeah. With
he had the I voted sticker on and shit. You're like, what the fuck is this guy doing outside of his house?
Crazy.
He's fucking dying, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the flyby with the helicopters.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's got enough battery in his machine to keep him alive right now.
Well, let's bring this full circle because we talked about the Panama thing a few weeks ago. And then Carter just died recently. Apparently, Carter sold the Panama Canal for $1.
Sold it?
Yeah. Sold it to Panama for $1.
I don't know. What I read about the treaty was the treaty had an expiration date as far as America controlling it.
Yeah.
But upon it going to Panama, the clause, the infinite clause in it, is that it has to be kept neutral for all countries, for all trade purposes. They can't sanction a country not allow certain ships to go through there or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
Because it has to be neutral. And that's what Trump was talking about with we'll take back Panama Canal. It's because there was some hubbub that they were going to not allow certain countries to ship merchandise. I think it was Russia.
Yeah.
But they're not allowed to ship, they were going to try to stop certain ships from going through there because they didn't like, and like Trump was like, no.
Yeah.
This was a neutral agreement. And the agreement was you violate that neutral agreement, we come back.
Yeah.
And that's why he was saying, we'll take back the Panama Canal. So
originally when Carter decided to go ahead and make this deal with Panama.
I'll take another one of those. If there's one left.
Oh, yeah, there's a few.
Fluid.
So Roosevelt went ahead and allowed
sir.
Panama to become a country. Panama was owned by like South America, and they were like, "Oh, you want to become your own people? Not a problem, but you got to allow us to build this canal here." So they're like, "Yeah, all for it." So we came through and we built the canal, and then we allowed Panama to become a country, and we helped them like become a country. And then Carter went back during the 70s.
Yeah.
Well. Was it the late 70s, early 80s? I believe Carter was there.
I have no idea.
It goes Carter Reagan. So
the Panama Canal got built way longer than that.
I said Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt.
But you were saying Carter allowed them to be a country.
No. Teddy Roosevelt allowed them to be a country.
Yeah, it was built in 1914.
Right, but it was put into action way before that when Roosevelt was in charge. So Carter went to sell it because he wanted to build a better communications with South America and the South American people. So he was like, "Oh, we're going to become better acquainted with them if we go ahead and give them this canal." And it's like, what are you talking about? Why are you giving up this really awesome thing that our people put blood, sweat, and tears into to build? We've already went ahead and gave them a country. We made them into a country. They now have a country. And so they got what they wanted. And now you're just going to give them something that we built and created for $1 to what?
Yeah.
Become better friends with them?
Yeah.
That's not how you become friends with people.
No, it's weird. But there's a couple things. So the whole well, first of all, talking about trade, since we're talking about Panama Canal, have you noticed all of the weird like Ontario, Canada, we're your friend fucking commercials lately?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah. So it plays like all the time. I see it on Fox, like because
I don't have regular TV.
So yeah, they Ontario, Canada, they came out with a whole thing. We're your partners in the North and blah blah blah, and
Oh, they don't want to fuck around. They're like, "Hey, Joe, hey, buddy."
Yeah, you can
Don't
count
forget
on
about
us. And
yeah.
when the lights go off, we're here to make sure they're on or some shit because I guess the generators. And I'm just like, wow, they're fucking scared.
Oh, they're terrified.
Like, what does that mean otherwise, right?
He's like, we're not a part of the rest of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to get back to other crazy shit with Trump is like, you know why he wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America?
No.
I just love it though.
So Biden signed some fucking thing saying that we can't fucking drill offshore in the Gulf of Mexico. So he's like, well, we'll rename it the Gulf of America. And there that goes.
Hey, you know what? New name, new contract.
Yeah. That's
So when we had that big BP oil spill,
yeah.
when Obama was president, we had
I'm
that big
sorry.
BP oil spill.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So he fucking, so Obama stopped all like offshore drilling,
Yeah.
but then like 35 miles or something, because again, 12 miles off the coast is international waters. So like right next to where BP was drilling, like 5 miles away, China started drilling for oil there. And it's like, okay, so you stopped American companies
Yeah.
from drilling American oil offshore of America.
Yeah.
But a few miles away, when in international waters, you got China drilling for fucking oil. They got rigs out there drilling for oil.
They're like drilling towards us.
Yeah, if that shit explodes and they have an oil spill,
Yeah.
we're still paying to clean that shit up. It's still our shore. It's still washing up in Texas and, all over the fucking,
Crazy, dude,
wherever,
crazy.
Louisiana, wherever the fuck, It's like so fucking dumb when they do these stupid fucking laws. And again, when that happened, what happened to our gas prices? Skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Hunter
Yeah.
Biden is protected for the next 11 years for all of
for
big.
the past 11 years.
Yeah, for the past 11 years
Yeah.
for all of the big guys'
Yeah.
side deals. So he's okay. They're going to be okay.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about that whole like that Exxon fucking spill and all that shit, or BP, whatever it happened.
Yeah.
So do you know that they? Well, yeah, because it happened once with Exxon, right? Their ship like sunk or
Exxon
something.
did, yeah.
But they discovered there's oil-eating microbes.
Yep.
So like, the biology already takes care of those issues when they happen.
Oh.
The thing is like
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, how
you overload
they're
the
micros,
natural. You overload the natural ecosystem because obviously it's killing fish, it's killing
right. The
birds,
initial explosion.
the
is
initial shit
devastating.
is overloading, and then eventually, though, the world has a
life
way of
comes
healing
back.
itself.
Yeah, yeah, right.
The same thing's going on in like that fucking Chernobyl.
Yeah.
They're finding fucking fungus or something that's eating the radiation.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
eating up the radiation. So it's like. The world will heal itself.
that's
The world is
scary,
going to
though.
shake us off like bad fleas.
Yeah,
you know?
that's scary though. 'Cause,
Radiation
like,
fungus.
Fungus
Yeah.
can take over body parts and take over brains, make things move, animate dead. Fungus is a scary, scary
No,
thing to
fungus
deal with.
can't do
Only
that.
certain
Not yet.
types.
Not
of
yet.
no,
fungus
it
does
can.
that.
Watch.
Only certain types of
I
fungus.
Yeah,
saw
see,
that. I
there
saw
are
that
some-
movie.
Yeah.
What? No, not the movie.
No,
The
there
show.
is-
No,
well,
there's
so
one.
like
It'll
The Last of
reanimate
Us?
ants and
Yeah.
bugs and shit. Yeah, it's real.
There is a
Yeah.
fungus that does that, but they're like that show The Last of Us.
Yeah.
That's about like a fungus that becomes they say like
Yeah.
the fungus that does that can only live in certain hosts, but as the world starts warming up.
Yeah.
They say that fungus is going to adapt. Like our bodies are too warm for that fungus to live in us.
Okay.
But like certain insects and
Yeah.
shit are cold enough that it could live in that, and it overtakes their bodies and turns them into like little fucking zombies, basically.
Right.
Right.
Fungus.
So like
Now, if you go ahead and nuclear charge that shit,
Yeah.
like now
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, that's getting really scary. Hey guys, we're going to keep talking about this next week, but thank you guys for hanging out with us as always. We always appreciate you. Please like and subscribe, do all the things that you do. We appreciate you. We love the fact that our community is growing. Please leave comments. We want to hear from you guys, and we love for your call in. So send us a comment. Let us know that you want to call in on the show one evening. We'd love to have you. All right, thanks. We appreciate you, and always fuck off.